Now, by the end of this video, you are going to discover exactly how to use this simple price action strategy to grow basically any account size of your choice. And when I say any account size, I mean basically any account size. The beauty about this concept is that we are risking almost nothing to make about 20, 30, 40, even 50 times our initial capital. And the entire concept is extremely easy that it will take me just a few minutes to show you exactly how it works. And I want to just be showing you exactly how it works. We'll be using it to go into live trades now. But just before we dive in now, if you're new to this particular YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping out from this particular place. So that not to waste so much time, let's dive in now. Boom. Okay guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently. So we'll just be using our US 100, also known as our US Tech, also known as our NASDAQ, right? That's just exactly what we'll be using. And we can use this particular stuff on our 15 minutes time frame or on a 1 hour time frame. It doesn't really matter. It works perfectly on both of them. To actually master this particular strategy, there is just one simple concept we need to understand, and that's actually called our order blocks, right? Now that's exactly what we'll just be applying now. All right, okay guys, so this is exactly what we're having. Now we notice that this particular candlestick pushed up from this particular level, right? And then when it got to the spot, you notice something. It pushed up and went back down, right? It pushed up again and went back down, meaning that it's refusing to leave this particular region. And suddenly a candlestick initiated a crazy push, and then it ended up leaving this particular region. Now that candlestick that initiated that push, it's what created what we call an order block, right? Now look at it. An order block gets created at about this region, and then what do we notice? It starts pushing up instantly from there, right? It starts pushing up instantly from this region. Okay, let me map that out for you, right? You can actually see the stuff starts pushing up smoothly like this, right? Now the fact that it's pushing means that it will keep creating more higher highs. Look at this, created a higher high, yeah? And after that it pushed up again to create another one, and after that it pushed up again to create another one. Now it will keep creating higher highs and keep pushing up until it starts breaking those higher highs and start dropping back down. And if we look at it now, what do we notice? Boom, right? It hits this higher high where it was created, it dropped down to break these higher highs that were already created before, and then it broke down below. A retest occurred, and what do we notice? It starts dropping back straight to our order block, right? Good. It therefore means that there are two ways we can trade our order block. Number one, we can trade the order block before completion, and we can trade it after completion. Now this is before completion, right? When it comes back down to hit our order block, what happens is that it starts pushing back up, right? Now I'm going to show you that now quickly. Look at it. It hit our order block and boom, it starts pushing up, right? You can see that, right? It just starts pushing up smoothly like that. And then before completion, what do you notice? It created the higher highs, it broke the higher highs and start going back to our order block. The order block gets completed and then it starts pushing. So that if we look at a different example now, what do we notice? It starts dropping down, it got to this level, and then it starts playing around this region, wasn't leaving this region, right? And suddenly we notice a crazy push towards the top. What initiated the push? This candlestick, right? Or we can say this, right? At this particular spot. Now after initiating the push, what do we notice? A higher high was created, right? At about this spot. Another higher high was created, right? Now, so what are we watching out for? For the higher high to be broken, right? And then what would you notice occurred at about this region? Boom, a breakout occurred, right? Dropped down, came back to give a retest towards at about this level, and then it starts dropping back down to complete the order block. Now after completing the order block at about this region, what do you notice? It starts pushing up smoothly, right? But then what will just be trading on this particular video will be trading before the order block gets completed, and on a different video we'll be trading after the order block gets completed, and both of them will give us a zero drawdown formation. Boom. Okay guys, so that if we actually check out our realistic trading now, this is exactly what we're having, right? We're actually over about 50 bars currently at about this region. Now let's quickly check out what's happening at about this spot, right? We noticed this stuff was dropping, and after which it pushed up, dropped down, pushed up again at about this region, and suddenly it took off out of this zone, and the candlestick that initiated that push was actually this. So if I should should map this particular stuff out, what do I notice? I notice that this particular stuff just starts pushing up, right? It pushed up and created a higher high at about this region, after which it pushed up again, created another higher high at about this region, another one at about this spot, and another one at about this spot, and then it just kept creating it until it couldn't anymore at about this spot. So that if I should come here now and I'm like, okay, let's actually map out this particular stuff now, what do I notice? I notice that if I draw out this stuff, what can I see now at about this region? Boom, I noticed that it was broken at about this spot, right? And then it kept playing until it gave us a retest at about this spot. Now I know the retest is completed because we always use this formation almost every time, right? What can we see here? An evening star, right? And what can we see at the beginning of the evening star? A massive rejection, right? Meaning that this particular stop has completed a retest smoothly. We're having a massive rejection, and that rejection actually created an evening star. So what do you think we can do currently, guys? We can easily storm into this particular trade, right? So that our stop loss will just be possibly the middle of this rejection, just in case, right? And then what are we having now? This particular spot will be our first take profit, right? And then immediately as it breaks below this, because there can be a second retest, it occurs, right? So we'll just place our first take profit at about this region, and immediately as it drops below this particular spot, we know that it's coming straight to this other block at about this spot. We already know that, right? So that not to waste so much time, let's dive into this trade now. Boom. Okay, guys, so what do we notice? It has actually broken below this level, right? It just dropped down smoothly and broke below this level, which is supposed to be a first take profit. We actually paid a few cents for what they're calling for a zero spread, just like that, right? Commission for a zero spread. And now we actually have a larger equity, right, of our 170, because we're running about 121 bucks currently. So we can easily storm into some more trades now currently, just like that. Okay, guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently, right? Now this particular stop has just been moving really smoothly, just like that. Remember, this is actually the spot of completion of our order block, right? Meaning that there's still kind of like a long way to go. But then what do we notice at about the spot? A huge build up at about the spot, right? And after a build up, what happens? A continuation, right? So our equity is actually kind of like larger now, because we're actually having an equity of about 971 bucks currently and a profit of about 926 currently. So guys, we can easily just stop stock into some more trades into this particular stock, guys, just before it actually hits our order block completely. Okay, guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently, right? Now we're actually running a profit of about 5.9k, just approximately 6,000 bucks. That's actually what we're running, and our balance has already dropped because we are using a zero spread, right? So we're paying for commission, right? And we're actually having an equity of about 6,000 bucks. If we actually check it out now as I'm talking to you, we actually have an equity of about 6,000 bucks. So that we are just going to zoom out of this trade, guys, because first of all, it has actually hit our order block zone, right? You can see that. Now secondly, our morning star has actually been created at about this spot. Also, you can actually see that. So it's only just wise to zoom out of this particular trade, guys, before this particular stop starts pushing against us, because remember what happens immediately as an order block is completed. A heavy push starts, right? So that all we're actually having currently is about 6,000 bucks. You can actually see that we're actually running about 6,000 bucks currently. So that this was actually a very smooth move, guys. This was actually very smooth. Boom. Okay, guys, so that's just how Sparkler Stop actually goes. So just remember to follow every single rule, just exactly how I explain it. Like if you're new to Sparkler YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that will be dropping out from this particular place, just like that. And we're able to hit 60,000 subscribers on this particular YouTube channel, guys. So that I will just be going through the comment section later on this particular video, and I will just be selecting 5 random traders that will just be funding $10,000 each, just like that. So guys, don't forget to actually drop your comments in the comment section just like that, guys. And if you actually want to trade on a larger capital between 3,000 bucks to over 100,000 bucks on your derivative synthetic indices like your boom and crash, your volatility indices and the rest of them, or you just want to trade your normal forex and commodities and the rest of them, you can actually do all of this particular stuff on the tradercapital.com. That's, you just go on the tradercapital.com and you can easily get an account there to actually trade smoothly just like that. So that's just how it's actually goes, guys. It's a bye from me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.